Uma noite tranquila, um lugar isolado, uma mulher sozinha. Ela buscava paz, mas a escuridão trouxe o inesperado. Faróis surgem na estrada. Um carro para em frente ao seu campervan. O motorista não sai. Ele apenas observa. O que ele quer? Por que está ali? Ela está em perigo. Essas imagens são reais, capturadas por uma câmera, sem que ninguém percebesse. Você está no canal Investigações Capturados por Câmeras. E o que verá a seguir ainda não tem explicação. Sim, este vídeo foi publicado recentemente no canal Travel Snacks, que compartilha experiências de viagem solo, incluindo momentos de tensão e mistério. A criadora do canal gosta de explorar lugares inusitados e compartilhar suas vivências, mesmo as mais assustadoras.
Should have tied my hair up. I don't want to go back to that Airbnb. Also, maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking, but just from the 5 minutes I was there, it doesn't make me want to go back. Whole garage is just busted. Another rule of living on the road is to make sure that your vehicle is facing outwards so that if you need to take off, yeah, I can. Can't open the door. It's stuck. Alright, am I tripping? This is kind of cute. So there's a little bench, there's a hammock, pumpkin patch, some kind of patch. There's a little situation if you want to sit down and chill. And there's the chicken coop. I think when I pulled up, it's this area that just looked kind of like in disarray, and that's the first thing I saw was like just like a bunch of stuff, just wheelbarrows tipped over, and it's maybe a place where they're doing projects, which could be like when I was building my van with my dad. But it just, this is kind of all I saw was just this area right here. There's a cool little swing right there to chill. It is cute. Home sweet home. And then you can come sit out here and chill. But there's even like a little seating area out here.
O dia chegou ao fim, e aos poucos, a noite tomou conta de tudo. Ela estava sozinha, em um lugar distante, calmo demais. O silêncio era absoluto. Nenhum som, nenhum movimento. Às 11 da noite, ela se deitou. Mas o corpo não relaxava. A tensão tomava conta. Sim, foi então que viu uma luz parada ao longe. Ficou ali, imóvel, como se estivesse olhando direto para ela. Ela paralisou. Não sabia o que fazer. Naquele instante, algo mudou. A sensação de segurança desapareceu.
Somebody's coming. Oh. Somebody just pulled up. A new car just pulled up. I saw the flashing light through the little crack in this window. Maybe it's a new person for one of these other Airstreams. It's kind of late, bro. It's like 11 o'clock. Oh, somebody's walking. 2 people. Okay, so they're staying in this red Airstream next to me. Alright. That made me nervous because I just saw lights flashing through this window. Okay. I'm gonna try to fall asleep now. Let me just check out this window real quick because I heard some noises earlier, but they went away. I think we're doing all right. Okay.
00:10. O silêncio foi quebrado de novo. Ela estava deitada, mas não conseguia relaxar. Algo lá fora fazia barulho. Baixo, contínuo. Ela se sentou na cama. Sim, sem saber se era melhor ficar ou ir ver. Mas o som ficou mais forte. Ela se levantou e foi até a janela. Parou diante do vidro. Não via nada, só escuridão. com a sensação clara de que havia alguém do outro lado. Mas ela decide tentar dormir novamente.
I'm hearing noises. I swear, if somebody pops their face up here in this window, I'm gonna freak the F out. I'm hearing like low, like sound. I'm not making up ghost stories here. Maybe it's just the wind.
As horas passaram, mas o terror continuou. Entre 3:30 e 5 da manhã, os barulhos voltaram. Passos, rangidos, estalos ao redor da casa. Ela já não sabia mais se estava acordada ou presa num pesadelo. A cada som, seu corpo reagia com um sobressalto. O medo não deixava fechar os olhos. A mente criava imagens que ela queria esquecer. A noite parecia interminável. O tempo não andava. E a sensação de que havia alguém ali nunca foi embora. Sozinha, trêmula, encolhida no canto do quarto, ela apenas esperava que amanhecesse. Mas naquela madrugada, a luz do dia parecia não querer chegar.
Chill. Excuse me, sir. It is 4:52 in the morning. Stop with your cock-a-doodle-doo. Good morning. I knew you were down there, little squawker. Alright, I'm already up and getting ready to go because I did not have the best night, not gonna lie. I heard so many noises. I was hearing, hello, can I put the earring in? I was hearing the, almost like the sound of like an old screen door, like creaking open and shut. Like, I don't know if it was something was happening with the wind. And then I was hearing like as if the window was vibrating, like as, you know, like if you're, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm so tired. As if like a big truck drives by and the windows like and then like before 5 in the morning, these chicken roosters or whatever were cock-a-doodle-dooing. Also, I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but I was either bitten by spiders or bed bugs, and I don't like to be accusatory at all, but my back is tore up, and I was looking it up and it was saying that bed bugs bite in clusters, and definitely on my back there's clusters of bites. So I'm definitely gonna let the host know so that they can come check it out, because I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody else. Like I said, it could be spider bites. I don't know. There's definitely some spiders in here. I know this is a rustic area. I'm not, you know, thinking that this is going to be like spotless perfect, because critters do get in, but my arms and legs are bit up. My butt cheeks are bit up. So I did inspect the beds. Like, I did see like few little black spots here and there, which I'm not a bug inspector, so I don't know. But there was like a big stain on one of the mattresses.
Ela sobreviveu à noite, mas o que esteve ali nunca foi visto. Não houve arrombamento, não houve testemunhas, só barulhos, luzes, passos e um medo que não foi embora com o amanhecer. Talvez tenha sido apenas coincidência. Ou talvez alguém estivesse mesmo observando, do lado de fora, no escuro, esperando o momento certo para agir. Ninguém sabe ao certo o que aconteceu naquela noite. Mas uma coisa é clara: o perigo nem sempre bate na porta. Às vezes, ele só observa. Em 25 de dezembro de 2019, o youtuber TVR Exploring entrou em uma área esquecida, conhecida apenas como Ghost Town. Um local onde um antigo projeto de mineração foi iniciado, mas nunca concluído. Máquinas abandonadas, estruturas enferrujadas e silêncio. Durante a exploração, sons ecoavam entre os corredores vazios. Portas abertas, como se alguém ainda passasse por ali. Locais assim existem de verdade. Gilman, Colorado e Pitcher, Oklahoma foram abandonadas após contaminações e colapsos causados pela mineração. Cidades que afundaram, lentamente, até sumirem dos mapas. Ghost Town parece seguir o mesmo destino, mas algo naquele lugar não parece totalmente morto.
We just checked out is in the valley down that way, and I'm up where they were constructing, in the process of constructing an absolutely enormous mill before this whole project was abandoned. Just to give you a sense of how large that is, that's the that blue speck off in the distance is the Lada. So hopefully that gives you a sense of how huge this mill was going to be, and what you can see now is. And that road wrapping up there, that leads to where the mines are, so we'll head there now. Okay, we're in a mining camp here, and we've arrived at the mines. There's an adit up there, and there's one down at the end there near where I parked. Just wanted to show you a little bit of the mining camp here, because I thought it was interesting. This one's in better shape than the area down below. The scrappers apparently didn't feel like coming up here. See, there's actually still some intact furniture and things like that here. 1981 is the date on this. Don't know what that is. See the miner's helmet right there. Oh, this is empty. Nothing there, unfortunately. And this is empty here as well. There's a more permanent structure right there. And some equipment over here. Interesting, it's tracked. They probably would have needed that for the winters.
Em 1912, na pequena cidade mineradora de Copper Hill, Tennessee, 3 trabalhadores desapareceram misteriosamente dentro de um túnel durante uma escavação profunda. Os colegas ouviram gritos abafados, e quando chegaram até o ponto encontraram os capacetes no chão, mas nenhum sinal dos homens. As buscas duraram dias. Nenhuma caverna desmoronada, nenhuma rachadura no solo. Era como se tivessem evaporado. O túnel foi selado e nunca mais usado. Décadas depois, durante uma escavação de manutenção, engenheiros relataram ouvir batidas regulares vindas da parede selada, como se alguém ainda estivesse lá dentro, tentando sair. Os trabalhadores se recusaram a continuar e o projeto foi encerrado. O túnel permanece fechado até hoje. Não há registros oficiais do que aconteceu lá dentro.
And it's hard to tell what this was. It's almost like a cafeteria window right there. Could have been an office as well. Hard to say. I just came up these stairs here to see what was up top here, and absolutely nothing is the answer. See, there remains, it looks like a generator out there, which would have been where their electricity came from. Alright, moving along. checking out more of these caravans. Go take a look inside this one. Some stuff in Russian here, or I assume it's Russian. And over here, got something in Chinese characters. I know the Chinese came here for a little while after the Soviet Union collapsed, so it looks like we're seeing some of their leftovers. That's a little odd. Bones right there. Somebody's toothbrush. Lemon vodka. There you go. Looks like a couple medicine bottles. Can't tell what that is. And a little teapot. I don't know what that is. Maybe traditional Chinese medicine or something, who knows. There's something interesting about this next caravan, and that you can still make out the CCCP on it. And I can't make out what that says there, because it's too faded, but...
Durante a Guerra Fria, a União Soviética iniciou experimento que se tornaria dos mais misteriosos e assustadores da história. A perfuração do poço superprofundo de Kola, no extremo norte da Rússia. Em 1970, cientistas soviéticos começaram a perfurar a crosta terrestre com o objetivo de estudar suas camadas mais profundas. Eles chegaram a incríveis 12.262 metros de profundidade, o buraco mais profundo já perfurado pelo ser humano. Mas então, o projeto foi abruptamente encerrado nos anos 1990. O motivo oficial: problemas técnicos e temperaturas mais altas do que o esperado. Mas relatos extraoficiais circularam na época. Diziam que os engenheiros começaram a ouvir sons estranhos vindos das profundezas, gritos, lamentos, sons metálicos, como se houvesse algo vivo lá embaixo. Jornais sensacionalistas na época chamaram isso de os sons do inferno. A história foi desmentida por cientistas, mas o áudio supostamente gravado foi transmitido por rádios nos anos 90 e continua até hoje circulando pela internet, causando calafrios em quem escuta. O poço foi selado, abandonado e hoje está coberto por uma simples tampa de metal. Mas quem visita o local diz sentir silêncio opressor, como se o solo ali ainda guardasse algo que nunca deveria ter sido acordado.
Tires were. Sorry, I'm going slow, it's slippery. And it looks like there's a small cave-in up ahead, but I think I can scramble over that. So, let's get into things here. Heading in. There's some pretty impressive concrete work here, and we've already lost the ice. We're back to liquid water because the temperature underground, of course, is the constant, and in this case it's above freezing, so hopefully it's not a bunch of water behind this cave in here. There is, but the rails are still above it, so I'll continue on. Here's a look at that section that came down, and I'll pick up down there. Carrying on down the attic, it goes as far as I can see. I'm hoping it gets above the water too. Well, my wish was granted. We've finally gotten above the water. Usually you get the most amount of water near the portal, so I'm not too surprised that we have gotten out of it. There's always a slight downward angle to the mines to make it easier for the water to drain and also for the ore carts, the loaded ore carts to come out. Pretty impressive concrete work in here. Little pocket to the left there, to the right. Not sure what that's the remains of. These rails are pretty beefy. They're about the size of regular train rails, like a narrow gauge railroad. Pretty impressive. Still carrying on, and looks like there's an explosive box here. Actually, it says explosive in English too. Interesting. I'm assuming those are the remains of vent bags on the right. And looks like we've got a junction here. See some pipe on the ground there. Yeah, we got some options here. Man, it's really dark in here. I know mines are always dark, but this one, everything's black in here, so it just swallows up the light. Good echo though. See different pieces of equipment here. There's a trench for draining. Okay, so rail keeps taking off that way and bends around there. There's this empty chamber here that just runs back there and goes around the bend. I don't think there's anything back there. That's the portal off in the distance. And looks like there are the remains of a workshop or something like that here. Wow, look at all those nuts and bolts there. That's interesting. I'm assuming that might have been an explosives box. There. Yeah, I'd say it was just definitely a workshop. Well, let's keep heading down the main attic. That's the workshop we just checked out, and I've decided to continue down this main attic here. It's been more of the same for a while, just bending and twisting through the mountain. I stopped here to show you the stalactites hanging down, which I thought were kind of cool. And that insulator there would suggest they had a pretty significant electrical system here. So keep carrying on that way. I've come to a chamber where things widen out here, and it looks like there's another little workbench here and some equipment. They've got a good drainage system. It's working the way it's supposed to. You see the water's shunted off to the side here and is flowing out, which is what you want. There's some of the stuff on the workbench.
Ao entrar no túnel, o youtuber caminha cautelosamente, as paredes cobertas por ferrugem e o ar cada vez mais pesado. Ele mostra restos de equipamentos antigos, cabos soltos e sinais de que alguém já esteve ali antes. De repente, um som, algo que parece um grito, mas ele não tem certeza. Ele para por alguns segundos, olha em volta. O som não se repete. Mas a sensação de estar sendo observado é imediata. Sem entender o que ouviu, ele decide sair. Diz que talvez tenha sido sua mente.
I'm not sure where to begin with this one. But if you go back, turn the volume up, and listen to that last section again, where I abruptly tapered off, you'll hear this otherworldly scream or howl coming out from deeper within the mine. I am extremely skeptical of the supernatural. But hearing that made all the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It creeped me out. And I'm back in Italy now, had the passage of time to reflect on what that might have been, and I still have no explanation at all. That was really bizarre. I've asked miners and other specialists what that might have been. People have a lot of underground experience, and no one's got a good explanation. It definitely wasn't wind. Wind would be the first thing you would think of. But there was no wind at all in there. There was no airflow, no air circulation at all. Standing right in the middle of the attic where you definitely would have felt any wind, there was nothing. I could see the snow outside. You saw the snow in front of the attic. No tracks at all whatsoever, just mine. And that was true when I came out too. There were no tracks at all. It wasn't ice fracturing or anything. It was just water back in the mine by that point. Rocks falling. I've never heard rocks make a sound like that falling. I went all the way to the end of the mine too, as you'll see in the video, and there's nothing in there. There are no animals or people in there. So it wasn't that either, if that's what you're thinking. With no airflow, that doesn't connect to any other workings either. It's not like that's a sound coming down from above. Plus, there's absolutely nobody there anyway. You can see that from the snow. You would see if there were tracks, and there's nobody there. I was reluctant to even post this just because I didn't want to get accused of doing some clickbait thing, because I'm totally not about that, which is why I downplayed this in the title, and I'm not making a big thing about it in the thumbnail, because trust me, I could make a big viral video out of this, and that's not my intent at all. If I was actually trying to make a viral video, I would have dubbed in some, you know, ghost noise I found online or something, but I am happy to, and it would have been better audio than that. I am happy to email anybody the original raw file of that for analysis, because if somebody's got an explanation, I'd love to hear it. I have no problem subjecting that to scrutiny. There are reports of some weird stuff in that area too. Like I said, I'm really skeptical about all this stuff, but there's supposed to be a big UFO crash that happened there in the 1990s at a place called Devil's Grave, which is very close to there. You can Google that. Google angle check plus Devil's Grave, and I bet it'll come up. So, I'm not the first one to report weird things back.
Às vezes o que ouvimos é apenas aviso, e quem insiste em ficar pode acabar ouvindo muito mais do que deveria. Em 24 de julho de 2002, 9 mineiros trabalhavam a quase 70 metros de profundidade na mina de carvão Creek, na Pensilvânia, quando perfuraram acidentalmente uma parede que separava um antigo túnel alagado. Milhões de litros de água invadiram a galeria. Os homens ficaram presos em uma câmara escura, fria e submersa, com apenas alguns centímetros de ar respirável. Por mais de 77 horas eles lutaram contra o pânico, o frio e a falta de oxigênio. Durante o resgate, microfones captaram batidas e vozes confirmando que ainda havia vida no fundo. O local foi cercado por silêncio e tensão, até que todos foram salvos por pouco. O que pouca gente sabe é que em 1916, naquela mesma região, 19 mineiros morreram afogados de forma semelhante, em um acidente nunca resolvido, cujos corpos nunca foram recuperados. Alguns resgatistas relataram ouvir sons estranhos no túnel e vozes que não pertenciam aos 9 sobreviventes. Mas ninguém falou mais sobre isso. Hoje o vídeo vem do canal Dave Explores. Seu canal traz conteúdos incríveis de explorações de locais abandonados e mistérios. Em 20 de abril de 2025, Dave decidiu explorar uma cidade fantasma. A cidade que você vê era uma antiga mineração, e desde que ela parou, a cidade ficou sem habitantes, totalmente parada.
There's no cell reception, no phone service or nothing. Look at all those abandoned buildings. That's pretty crazy. There's even a mobile home way up top there. And this is the old general store. But look at that. Still got the produce. 2017 Yoba Vacation Bible School. Got the cash register inside. Stuff all on the walls. Still stuff on the shelves too. So this is Lone General Mercantile, established in 1983. Look at that, we accept food stamps. That's so old. Then of course, got a bench outside to sit on. It's kind of freaky, but we'll walk around. Some of these lots where there used to be buildings have just been cleared out. But yeah, look at this. pretty bizarre. Yeah, look at, that's the fire truck, the cart. So even this was the Mary office building, established in 1984.
Algo realmente assustador sobre o edifício da oficina de Mary, estabelecido em 1984, circula entre os moradores mais antigos da região. Dizem que o lugar foi construído sobre os escombros de uma casa incendiada, onde uma mulher chamada Mary Aldridge vivia com seu filho. Ambos morreram no fogo, presos no porão.
And then spirits, gas. It's all out of business. Everything's out of business around here. That really doesn't look old. Visa, MasterCard. But it's all boarded up. It's weird. Nobody's around. It's kind of like a, I don't know if you guys ever watched The Twilight Zone, but this reminds me of The Twilight Zone. It's like a town. Technically there's residents, but where are they? Everybody's gone. I'm the only one here. This is a one-road town. Everything else is just offshoots to people's properties. But that's it. And we will drive past, but I'm gonna walk back to the truck. It's freaky. Oh, is this the park? Might be the park. American Indians lived in Lone Valley for at least 5,000 years. There's not much left. Small seat. Table's all knocked over now. It's bizarre.
No interior dessa antiga cidade mineradora de ferro, há um pequeno cemitério isolado, quase escondido pela vegetação que cresceu com o tempo. Documentos históricos confirmam que, entre 1903 e 1931, mais de 40 trabalhadores morreram em serviço. Muitos deles foram enterrados ali mesmo, sem velório, sem família presente, apenas cobertos pela terra vermelha e pesada daquela região.
Presented by the people of Lone. I wonder what that means. Oh, this side. Got it. 1904 to 1990.
Charles foi um dos últimos homens a trabalhar com perfuração manual nas minas de ferro. Uma técnica antiga e perigosa, onde se usava apenas força e ferramentas simples. Quando a cidade começou a morrer, ele permaneceu. Dizem que foi o último a sair, ou talvez nunca tenha realmente ido embora. Hoje sua lápide é uma das poucas que continuam de pé, como um marco silencioso de tudo o que existiu ali, e de tudo que foi esquecido.
We seen the town, it's way in the distance. This is the cemetery, and that's it today. That's one of the most unusual towns I've ever seen, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick.